And I know
All
Jinx does
right.
play a little bit of Lucian. So.
Blue team saying, fuck these OP. Purple team saying, fuck you, Iziot. We have Jace, bring down the hammer. Locked in for the blue team right now. Purple team retaliates with Jinx, hoping to get excited this game.
Yo, Andy is saying that Chris or Captain Phil and Captain Jintan are going top lane duel.
And I see Jintan is adopting a certain champion that he witnessed the other night.
That's a little bit unorthodox. I wonder where he got that from.
I don't know, maybe from some stupid scumbag that was just 1v3 and everyone. You know, a late teleport and clean up a team fight. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who this guy was.
God damn, Trinity Force OP, man.
No. I believe that guy used a frozen fist that game.
Ooh.
So it was basically not much of a burst. It was more like a, you're not getting away from me, so this damage is never going to stop. Zyro's picking up the Caitlyn right now, so going for the epic duel between Jinx and Caitlyn. So for those of you who are fans of the lore, hooray.
Hooray.
Caitlyn's going to have a bit of a lane advantage over Jinx until Jinx starts leveling up that rocket, and then eventually Jinx will outrange the Caitlyn and have better damage.
Ooh.
But for now, Caitlyn is the bully, and Charmander.
Charmander is going to be support. Once in a while, Raspberry likes to do this and pull out Charmander for the poke and engage, so we'll see how this happens.
And there's actually a unique synergy between Jarvan support and Caitlyn as well, since Caitlyn is so good at pushing up the wave and attacking the turret from a safe distance. That flag with that built-in attack speed bonus is going to be really useful for pushing down an early tier 1 turret. But Purple Team retaliate with a Blitzcrank, basically saying, if you're not already in this fight, Jarvan, you soon will be. And a Xin Zhao for the jungle. Now that is a bit interesting at this moment.
I do know that Light likes to play Xin Zhao. He's been playing it almost every game that I've seen him play as jungle, so he's proficient in the Xin Zhao, I would say.
Alright. We have Iziot hovering over the Twisted Fate, probably the trade pick over for Zyros. And any skill hovering over the sad mummy himself, a Moo. So basically, ooh.
Ooh. What to say about this team?
I'm saying it's our friends, so they're fucking trolling us on stream.
Yes, they are fucking trolling us.
Alright, so TF gets picked. Right now, you're going to have the Amumu combo. Well, actually, Amumu just locking everyone in if they aren't already stuck by the Cataclysm. Because right now, Purple Team has no way to get out of a Cataclysm besides a Xin Zhao dash or a use of a flash. And Balzahar getting locked in relatively quick. So this...
Oh, man. This is like Team E-Mobile versus Team I'm going to trap your ass right now.
Yeah. I mean, Malzahar is going to have the shove potential early against Twisted Fate. However, if Twisted Fate ever gets a gold card and manages to land it on Malzahar, I mean, Amumu gets a free snare, basically. The MR shred from his passive will make TF hit even harder. And they could possibly take down Malzahar. But right now, there's something the purple team has that the blue team does not, and that is 2 forms of suppression.
So suppressed.
So Skarner's like, pull you over here! And then Malzahar's like, now stay there! But basically, 4 seconds of you just sitting there going, welp, am I gonna live?
The one thing that I do know, though, is that Malzahar is actually Ryu Hadouken's best champion, and he'll pull that out. He doesn't believe in any counters versus Malzahar, because he's just one of those guys who knows the ins and outs of Malzahar so well that he's like the 1%er that kind of like knows how to play against any team comp. It's going to be really difficult for him here because they got a ton of lockdown, but he usually does really well with Malzahar, so...
I mean, I'm always a fan of the Malzahar pick, and I feel like he's a uniquely strong champion. I mean, he's someone who can free push the lane without actually being there.
Yeah, he's
such a great trait.
I know that Derek is a really strong roamer because whenever I'm losing bottom, I always find him in my lane.
Wait, you're in my lane, yet you just killed the mid turret 2 seconds ago. How does this happen?
How?
And there's actually a very unique item build I've seen before in the Malzahar, and it kind of inspired me, and I've tried it before in some previous games. And that is a Will of the Ancients as your first item on Malzahar. Not only do you get free mana every time a minion dies from your space aids, but it keeps healing you too, so you have infinite sustain.
That is interesting. Derek will be rushing a Rabadon's Death Cap, almost guaranteed. He likes to get the Needlessly Rod first, so then he could just throw a Q and walk away. So he's pretty good at managing his cooldowns. I have a lot of faith in him. But let's talk about this team count. What do you think about this? What do you take from it?
Well, right now, blue team have a lot of answers to what purple team wants to do. Purple team wants to either hook in a priority target and then suppress them to hell and murder them so that Jinx can get excited and start kiting for her life. However, the two targets that are likely going to be in the front of the blue team the entire time is going to be the Jarvan and the Amumu. Two people who want to be pulled into the fight to begin with so they can combo their ultimates. So it's honestly, I think this game is going to be up to Pandarian DK to hook the right target, hook the Caitlyn, hook the TF, hook the Jace, and eliminate that DPS threat, because otherwise they're going to get CC'd down and they lack the mobility to counteract it afterwards.
That is definitely true. Once you get into that Amumu Jarvan combo, those guys are staying still for a good amount of time.
You think you have suppression? Ha! Cry.
Yep. Those tears are tears of death.
Mm-hmm. Tastes delicious. Okay, so right now we have Zyros playing this TF. I've seen him play it quite a few times before. He's a very, I'm not going to say an elite TF, but he is very skilled at the champion. Captain Phil playing a Jace. I've never seen Captain Phil before tonight, so welcome aboard the group. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone else really play the certain champions that they've locked in for this game, besides Ryu playing his Malzahar, which I think I've seen once and then was banned the rest of the night.
He honestly doesn't like playing it because, I mean, that's his tryhard champion, and you could label him a tryhard, but it looks like he really wants to win, so...
Alright, speaking about that, if you had to pick someone, what's your tryhard champion? Your champion, you're like, alright, if I play this, I have a 70+% chance of winning this game. I'd say that's a tryhard percentage.
My tryhard percentage, if I was even good at this game.
Dude, you're platinum. I mean, come on. You're still in the top, like, beyond 10% of the LoL community. So, trust me, you're doing fine, man.
My favorite champion, my go-to, which I'm kind of straying away from because I don't think that she's strong in this meta, but she is just like my fun, and I know the ins and outs, is actually Jinx.
Okay.
Yeah, because that strong, super strong mid game is just like so good, and my duo partner would always play Janna, and then we would just take turrets down like super fast. It's such a cheese strat, but you know it won the game. So
now I feel like if you are gonna have a Jinx, you need to have one of two supports to try to protect and utilize her damage, and that's either a Janna to peel for days, or a Thresh to also offer peels, but more importantly, offer a Lantern for a get the fuck out of there card.
yeah, definitely. But then it's so hard when you have champions like Fiora or Zed or any champion that Freak Show likes to play that you're playing that just instantly bursts you down, and that's why I've been kind of straying away from Jinx, just because like the immobility before she gets excited is just like not enough. If she gets initiated on, it's over. So I've been trying to get into the Lucy and Tristana, which Tristana I don't really like playing because it's really boring to me, but Lucian is kind of like in the mix, so it's pretty fun.
Now, for me, if I'm picking a champion, it's like, all right, I need to win this game. I need to have an impact, be strong, yada, yada, yada. We are seeing ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
I know. If I had to pick my champion, this guy became my top lane main.
Wait, can I guess? Can I guess?
Sure.
Is it Graves?
I already gave you a hint. It was top lane.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Graves top lane is a thing, alright? So I won't fault you for that. No, Graves is probably my go-to AD carry. I just love his kit and style.
Yeah, his kit is fun.
I feel like his late game is amazing, despite what people say.
I have no clue actually. Top lane, so.
Time to troll!
Oh, are you serious? I have not seen that yet.
Trundle is my tryhard champion, and we are now back into the action right now. Everyone's kind of fanning out for the blue team, same with the purple team right now, although they are synchronizing more. They're pinging down at this tri-brush. There was an early invade of this tri-brush early last game, so I think the blue team's going to learn from last time and say, hey, let's get a body in there nice and early so we can scout anything out.
Yeah, it looks like Iziot is well on the case. He's going to see this. How does he react? There it goes.
Will it be a blind hook? The hook does land on Jarvan. Flash is burned from both Zen and from Jarvan, though. So I'd say advantage actually over to the purple team still, because Zen doesn't really need his flash because he can engage plenty with his dash.
Yeah, definitely. And he's a jungler. I mean, I feel like a flash is a protection spell for the laners from the jungler. And you won't have to worry about that bot lane if you just focus Jarvan. But I don't know if you really want to do that in most cases.
But no, I mean, Trundle has been my try-hard top laner. I know the ins and outs of that champion. Even with the rework, I still feel like he is probably one of the strongest duelists, and he can just completely nullify champions, either by making them squishy as hell or negating their AD and just out-trading them. I love him so much. I will play him into any top lane matchup.
That's true, man. If you have the Trundle versus a team with only one tank, it's like there's no tank. That tank doesn't even exist.
Oh, that moment, yeah, when they do have that one tank and the team fight begins to go, what? Melt this bitch like butter!
Yeah. I mean, it's instinctual for the team to do that, but, oh man, if you have that team that doesn't really follow up on what you're doing because they're like, no, it's a tank, leave them alone. Oh, we got
Captain
a little bit of cheese.
Yep, Captain Phil. Alright, we're going to just focus up here for right now.
Yep, this is the battle of the ages for the team, or the name, Captain.
Alright, right now, being a Skarner top lane player myself, for the time being, I'm going to have to say that Jintan needs to basically just concede farm for the first level or two, because Jace is just going to harass him down. Granted, Skarner went for a cloth armor, so he's going to try and mitigate the damage, but I always feel like a flask and 3 pot star is better for sustaining early in the lane.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I go top lane and I don't want to fight early, I'll go flask and a TP. I mean, that kind of concedes the lane for the first 3 minutes.
But you're not going to die realistically at that point.
Yeah, if you're playing smart.
Mm-hmm. Besides, that way too, you can just out-sustain your opponent, because Jace already used his potion so early and only has a Doran's Blade, so if Jace blows through his mana, he'll have no way of stopping Skarner once Skarner tries to chase him down. And Skarner can actually sync up relatively well with Xin Zhao, because Skarner has a long-range slow proc with his E. He can then get on top of him with his Q, while Xin Zhao already has a target slowed. I mean, there's a lot of kill potential in this top lane. Whereas Jace is more likely going to be trying to harass and poke the Skarner, let Amumu come in for the last bit of CC to try to hold him down, but Amumu getting his ass kicked by these golems. We do have a gank coming up on top right now. There is a ward here on the river, but I think it's too late. Skarner is already going in on Jace right now. Jace does a lot of damage, gets the ignite. Will it be enough? No, it will not. Skarner's going to live. Xin Zhao gets a knock-up. He has the red buff acquired. Flashes down. First blood goes to Xin Zhao. And gold to Skarner. And this is even more beneficial because Skarner got the assist from that gold, and he has teleport. So he can afford to try to farm up this wave right here, and then leave when it gets a little bit risky, and teleport right back. Meanwhile, bot lane, Raspberry Muffin and Iziot actually taking a bit of punishment from this Jinx Blitzcrank combo. But I speak too soon. They turn the fight back. Zap does land. Hook lands as well. They're going for the kill right now. This is going to be... Oh, kill. Oh, they're just waiting.
The troll?
Oh! Oh, Iziot! Not giving a fuck. Just pieces out. Blitzcrank is spamming laugh. Blitzcrank might... I don't know what's going on with Blitz. He's just kind of standing there.
Yo, it's this duo, man. These guys are butt buddies. They're gonna call peace.
Oh, Amumu going for that bandage toss early, knowing that Zyros had his gold card up. I think that could have been synced better, and that could have been a kill exchange. Skarner Going for the TP right behind the Jace. Jace is out of position. Sure, he's going to smack him away, but Skarner's just going to stay on him. And Skarner's damage is... Oh, I actually think Skarner could have won that trade if he just stayed on him right there. Yeah. I'm calling that a misplay by Jintan.
I do think... I don't feel like Jintan has experience, well, in top lane Skarner, so... I think he wanted to impress you here.
Alright, let me explain to you, folks, how you play Skarner. You place your middle finger and your ring finger on the Q and W, and this is what you do. That's all you do! And you know how to master Skarner. He is a melee version of Sona. That's all he is. Jace, though, going for a trade Skarner. I think Skarner missed his window to win that fight earlier, getting harassed out a bit, and is backing off. But Skarner going for that early Glacial Shroud for the cooldown reduction, the mana, and the armor.
I bet you he wishes he had the flask at this moment, though. He's trying to stay in this one.
I wonder, though, where he saw this opening build, though. I'm really intrigued by this.
You know what, though? I don't know. Captain Jintan uses teleport to get up into the lane, so he doesn't have that right now. I think he was at a summoner advantage at that point, but...
Yeah, and he uses teleport to go to the ward right here, so he doesn't even have the cooldown reduction from the turret. So, granted, Captain Phil is running a bit low on mana, so if Skarner can hold out a little bit longer, he will be able to regain the advantage if he can get on top of Jace.
We're missing a lot of auto attacks from that Jace. I feel like he could have been attacking him that whole entire time Skarner was farming that lane.
I know, harass was not managed right there. Malzahar is level 6 and forcing out Zyros in the mid lane, scouting him out, trying to say, no, you're not going to teleport recall yet. You're going to stick around a bit longer, baby.
You know what, though? Zyros did challenge Ryu Hadouken earlier. He's like, I want to see the legendary Malzahar, so I guess that's why he pulled it out.
Alright, it wasn't so much to try hard, it was more of a respect pick. Right now, Caitlyn is putting in a lot of harass on this bot lane, out CSing Jinx by almost 20 at this point. Going to try to sync this up, and there we go. So right now, the CS advantage is all across for the blue team at this point.
Yeah, those traps, though.
Yep, Malzahar's like, aw, okay.
Maybe next time, guy.
Alright, now this is actually a huge fact right here. I mean, Skarner does have his level 6, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people try to proc his stun and then pull in afterwards for the extra CC. But the fact that his ultimate gets 50 bonus damage for every single mark of the crystal on the target, if you stack it up to 3 and then pull him with your ultimate, that's 150 damage burst out of nowhere that your opponent is generally not counting on.
That is true. I never really thought to do that. I mean, I haven't actually played Skarner since the rework, but yeah, that extra damage is pretty secret OP.
Oh, Jintan did not turn around in time, because if you're pulling a target and then you switch directions in the last like half a second, the target will be pulled directly behind you, put in even a greater distance. But as you can see right there, Jintan is already bullying out the Jace, and he only has just a Glacial Shroud.
Oh, Captain Phil is staying in this.
Ooh, Zyro's coming in with the flank right now. A lot of CC landing. That is going to be the death of Raspberry Muffin right now, but they're trying to retaliate. Blitz is trying to peace out. Zinzhao's trying to peace out. Hook misses on Zyros, trying to sacrifice himself. I will save you, baby!
Oh, they're going deep into the enemy's jungle.
Oh my god, Light X getting obliterated right now. That is going to be not a double kill, but still 2 kills picked up for the blue team.
But on their carries, look, we got Caitlyn with... Oh!
This Malzahar! Oh, that is a dead Zyros!
Beautiful, beautiful catch right there.
He snuck in there. There was no vision to show him the Malzahar was in place. 100-0. And all he has... And look, and there's... Well, Amumu had no mana, so he's just like, alright, you're dead. Bye.
What such a helpless situation.
Incredibly. Ooh. Iziot laying some harass down on Jinx with the crap. Ace in the hole. Thank you. I forgot what it was called. I mean, look at that. Jace's empowered Shockwave Blast is not even doing a quarter of Jintan's health right now. So Skarner is already starting to get tanky enough that he can take the abuse of Jace's poke. And Skarner's ultimate is back up. If he were to flash ult, I mean, I think this could be the end of Jace.
Oh.
But I am disappointed.
Oh, he doesn't go ham. He just doesn't know the capabilities yet.
I will teach you, my son. I will teach you the Skarn town.
Huh. Well, I'm looking at masteries and ruins for Captain Jintan at the moment. He does basically go, well, he has 6/21/3. He's trying to boost out that movement speed because he's got movement speed buff in the support tree and movement speed on his Quince, I believe.
Now, here's why I disagree with that a little bit. Movement speed is more beneficial when you're the jungler, so you can rotate better and gank and flank. But at the top lane, you kind of want to have more raw power. Like, literally, this is my Skarner page. It's not common at all. But, ooh! He does not get it. There's the pull. He's going to turn around in the last second. Yes, he does. Mumu gets a beautiful Curse of the Mummy right there. That's going to be a kill. Give it over to Captain Phil. Good presence right there by Mumu, being there at the right time. But Malzahar trying to get a cheeky kill right there. But my runes for Skarner, my Quince, and my marks, my U, are all hybrid penetration.
Ooh.
So I have 14 armor pen and 10 magic pen. Because Skarner is entirely mixed damage. And the fact that his Q deals magic and physical at the same time.
Pretty sick action.
I know. We had TF bluffing a gank on the bot lane, forcing the red team to back off and give Iziot and Raspberry Muffin a bit of breathing room. Iziot is currently 3-0, going for the kill right now on Jinx.
Ooh.
Not enough. She does have Ace in the hole up. She's trying to spot her. She is going ham right now. Blitz. Hook. Please. I beg you.
They called it treaty, man.
Oh my god. This is just wrong.
I'll say this, but Caitlyn Ooh, here's a fight top actually. Just a little bit of trade.
Now, the benefit I will say of Jace is that he does have the ability to smack the Skarner away, which will basically end Skarner's pursuit. Which is why Skarner needs to really try to engage as soon as he has his ultimate and pin Jace far enough away and in a position that Jace has no clear escape without taking more harass.
It's funny, because all the action is on the bot lane and the top lane, because the mid lanes they're just like shoving and trying to make some more presence around the map.
Let me see, how much gold does Malzahar does about have enough for his death cap. So your wish is about to come true with that burst.
Oh, he knows.
Skarner actually leaving the top lane. I think, yep, he did pick up his Sheen. So now he has some more on-hit power, and the fact he can proc his Q every 2 seconds as long as you're auto-attacking a target means that's going to be a lot of on-hit damage just coming out consistently.
Is this some cheese sneak-in by Xin Zhao going to that top rush? He didn't get...
No. They pinged that Skarner was missing, but they're not... Oh, Xin Zhao!
No!
Oh, you had the opportunity, because right there, he could have positioned himself, knocked Captain Phil into Skarner, and Skarner could have pulled him even further. Ooh! Ryu Hadouken is going to get a kill on the Mumu, trading back onto now Zyros. Zyros has got to be running for the hills. Ignite is not going to be enough, but still, that was a gank attempt on Malzahar. Malzahar comes away with almost a double kill.
Yeah.
Blue team taking the bot turret and taking out Jinx, and yeah, they're just going to let Blitzcrank run away. Just let the supports duke it out.
Look at that! Look at that treaty! He is not helping!
Oh, denying the pull!
Ooh. I don't think it's enough, man. I don't think it's enough.
Oh, there's the exhaust.
The flash! Raspberry is asking for help from this Caitlyn, but it's just not coming.
Blitzcrank has his hook up. Caitlyn's body blocking!
1v1.
Izya did what he kinda could. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Jace does go down from the combined efforts. Oh, TF is coming in right now saying, Hadouken, sorry, my friend.
Not today. No help from the bot lane.
I have something you don't, and that's called mobility. Mumu is out on the top lane. He does have Curseless Sad Mummy, so if they do try to dive him, he can lock him up and deal a lot of damage. Actually, he could ult right now and possibly get a kill on Xin Zhao if he could get these minions low enough. But nope, he's just going to pass off. Twisted Fate in the mid lane. Pushing turrets!
Pushing turrets. He's got the cards.
But I mean, this is just how much of an abuse he took in lane from Malzahar. That was the first damage this mid turret has taken in the 16 minutes of this game. Meanwhile, TF's turret has been gone.
Yeah, this is true.
I mean, TF is not a slouch at wave clear, but Malzahar just gets it for free.
Yeah, definitely. And while he's getting that wave clear, he's getting mana too.
Yep. We do have that death cap, so let me see right now. He has currently 250 ability power. His Q alone is going to be doing about 400 damage.
Good chunking.
No, let's go back to the guy I want to see right there. His Space Aids are going to be dealing over 500 damage, and his ultimate is doing about 750. So, yeah, he will kill whoever he pleases. Kill goes over to Jinx, the shutdown. Don't you dare hit that trap.
Oh, he almost hit the trap. It's okay.
Blitz almost actually pulled Raspberry Muffin away in time, because if he would have done that, it would have negated the ultimate and Jinx would have stayed alive. But right now, they're hunting for blood right now. Blitz is trying to keep... No, Malzahar is here, though. He is not spotted.
Raz is gonna play.
But still, with that roam right there, TF is going to get a free mid-turret out of that.
Yep, let's see how our mid laners react to this. Oh, he's thinking that he's gonna go down. But he's going up!
Oh, they are getting ready to kill Jintan. Jintan is really low. Jintan, get out of there, my friend! No!
Yo, that free cheese right there. Chris, man,
Yep.
you gotta back off. You gotta remember that there's a TF. Full health, too.
Chris, you bring dishonor to my champion and his build. Why? This was a duel for the sake of your summoner name, and you try to implement my build? You fool.
Ooh, gets hit by a card. Backing off. The Space Aids will jump to Zyros.
Gets hit, and I think at the end of it, yeah, both about even in health.
Yep.
Ooh. They are going for Izzy right now. Blitzcrank is just playing body block. He's actually... Oh, the flash to avoid the rocket. Izzy's laying a lot of damage, though. I think that's going to be the end of Lidex. Lidex gets dropped by a crit. And resume farming.
Power of friendship.
Friendship is magic!
Yo, that's not Vi over there. That's a robot.
Alright, Skarner. You have your Iceborne Gauntlet. Oh my god, double kill over from Malzahar. He is still alive! Oh!
Oh, minions!
The powered auto is just not enough. And right now, ooh, Blitzcrank's trying to stay alive. And he gets smote!
Was that a smite kill just now?
Yes.
I will have to say that's the first one I've witnessed this.
For an execute.
Yep, definitely.
Hey, it was useful.
It worked.
When they announced the change to Smite and how it could be used and everything, the best comment I heard about it, hey, St. Vicious, now you can miss Smite on champions too.
So rude. I mean, what is that guy playing on Curse Academy at the moment, right?
Yep, he is still there despite still being one of the prominent members on Curse itself. But he is just on the sister team right now, trying to get that group into the LCS.
Oh, what I just called out there? Can you check chat for a second?
I could, but that would take me away from the game since my second monitor is being used for your sexy face.
You're good.
Why? What were you being called out on?
No, there's somebody said something. All I saw was, did you see that, Mark?
Space Aids! Landing. Jarmander turning it back into Malzahar. And the blue goes over the Blitzcrank from the lightning. And that is a free kill right there. Oh my god, Pandaren didn't even try to block that either. He's just like, hey, buddy, Iziat, take it.
Yeah, that red card.
Oh, Hadouken, I am sorry for your life. He's still alive!
Oh!
And, he gets... Captain Jintan gets the kill, and the Space Aids are still ticking away. That's going to be the end of Amumu right there. Jinx is excited. Pandaren DK chasing down Zyros and blows him up. Jintan now trying to get on the Caitlyn. Do to Iziat what I did last night. Make me proud.
Oh, there it is.
But during all this, though, Captain Phil, not leaving his lane, has been pushing top as Skarner is reacting with a teleport, and he will keep that push under control.
So that fight was very interesting. We thought we had Ryu, Hadouken, Malzahar caught out. He had 3 bodies on him.
Yeah, I mean, they almost got their CC perfectly in sync, so it would just be CC, CC. But there was a small gap, and Hadouken was spamming that flash button over to the side going, give me out, give me out, give me out.
Even then, I didn't think it was going to be enough, but I guess Captain Jintan with the Iceborne Gauntlet was able to absorb enough and just be a menace.
And that's the first Dragon buff now for the blue team. Alright, and Malzahar right now is working on his Leandries, or as I always used to call it, the laundromat.
The laundromat.
I'm not going to lie, when that item first came out, every time I read it, I always read it as laundromat. Some sort of like reading disability or something. I always read laundromat.
Yo, whenever I look for that item, I'm sure I like type in Rylai's first before I see. I'm like, no, that's the wrong one. I forget.
But Leandries is such a beautiful item on Malzahar because your ultimate and your space aids. I don't even know what it's actually called. What's it called? Malicit Visions, I think is the actual ability. Hey, not bad for just trying to remember. But each single tick from that keeps applying the health-based damage. Oh, kill right there onto Iziat right there. Gets stepping a bit too close. Zyros is in position now going, hey, I'm no treaty with you, Pandaren. Pandaren is trying to go for the hook. Rocket does land. And they are running for their lives. Beautiful gold card to disengage.
Malzahar is running. Team Immobile is doing their best to catch up.
Meanwhile, Captain Phil and Amumu take out the Skarner in the top lane, so Captain Phil is going to have a great opportunity to take this top turret, whereas purple team's going to try to react to take this bottom.
Oh, I don't know if Phil's going to go for this. Is he going for this? There you go. Yo, Katie is laying down some smack talk in the chat. I'm coming for you, foo.
And that's what happens when you have a Jinx on your team. Turret pushing is so easy.
Yes, it is the...
Hey, Iziat's attacking Pandaren! The truce is over!
Oh.
Meanwhile, Ryu Hadouken gets the kill. Oh, they're actually trying to go for the Jinx at this point. Alright, shut down on the Malzahar. They are running for their lives. Jinx Trap catches 1, catches 2! Almost 3. Almost all 3.
Almost 3.
Alright, Jintan. Put yourself to use. Wait, Jintan, why? Why?
He's going for the Trinity Force, man.
No, that's not what you do! The build is obvious, and that's Wit's End!
He's got that Iceborne Gauntlet. He's losing some efficiency.
Oh, if you guys can see me, I'm face palming so hard.
Face.
Oh, I'm like Jean-Luc Picard would be impressed with me right now.
Need to make memes with Derek as Jean-Luc Picard.
Memes with Derek, provided by Jintan.
Yeah, I'm thinking this game is...
Oh!
Oh, but he gone.
At that point, it was just a waste of a cooldown because Raspberry Muffin and Iziat would not. Oh my god!
Oh, Oh, the damage. The damage.
The heal was not even enough! Man, catching the space aids and the silence at the right time. Malzahar positioned himself back. That's another kill right there. Space aids is passing along.
Oh.
That's a triple kill!
Woo.
He is 8-2-3. He has the Rabadons. He has the Leandries. He has all the damage he really needs at this point.
Yep.
At this point, he can almost build like utility damage, like a Rylai's, and just be massive. Oh, your soul is mine. That's an unofficial quadra kill. And an ace. They can actually keep pushing. I mean, TF is still alive and could ult in and try to kill Hadouken, but Jinx is here. I mean, Jinx, come on, kill this turret. It's your job.
Oh.
Here comes the silence. Here comes the aids. Here comes the pain.
The aids are too strong on this one. D-Rock pulling out his main, showing why people need to ban this against him.
I'm not gonna lie, his Malzahar makes me very, very happy. Meanwhile, Jintan Skarner makes me very, very sad.
Chris.
Baby, why do you fail me so? Do I need to make a build on MOBA Fire for you to follow?
Yo. The MOBA Fire build. Oh.
Yeah, way to tank the turret right there.
Chris, I believe in you, man. You got this. For the sake of your name, you need to win this. I bet you he told D-Rock to play Malzahar. I know he did.
No. I'm pretty sure it was due to Zyros' provocation saying, hey, come on, play it. I want to see this legend.
I want to see the legend. You see the legend.
Alright, if you had to pick your legendary mid laner, who would it be? While we watch Ryu Hadouken try to kill Amumu, but that last bit of no vision does not allow him to connect the ultimate. Oh, so that was going to be a dead Amumu. Xin Zhao trying to disengage, barely survives due to the shield from the turret. Doesn't matter though, Jinx gets immediately popped.
Ouch.
But here comes the rest of the purple team trying to flank right now.
Ooh, what is going to happen? Blitzcrank, will you betray your treaty? Ooh. That's Azonia's.
Oh, Malzahar gets the ultimate down. That's going to be a dead Caitlyn. That's a dead TF. This is going to be a very dead Jarvan in a second here. He's knocked up. He's stunned. He's silenced. He's burning with pain. And he provokes the red buff kill.
Red buff for the KS. Giving it to Malzahar, though, so.
Hey, get the fuck out of my pit.
Did not even see that coming. Kind of saw it coming, though.
RKO out of nowhere. Alright. We now have Azanya's onto Malzahar, so now he has his own safety. And let's take a look at this right now. I just want to see. He's at 550 ability power. So all of his damage is retardedly high.
Yep, and there's no threat against him. I mean, he can take down, he could probably 100-0 any of these champions just because Malzahar and that percentage damage on the pool is so strong.
I mean, the only way they can really lock him down, or at least they could earlier, was to what they tried, that is sync up their CC and just keep him from casting anything. Ooh. Avoiding the stun. Bandage toss is going to land. Curse of the Moo. They're going for another stun. They finally do get the kill, but it was because they kept CCing him over and over and over again.
Shutdown kill goes to Light X on Xin Zhao. I'm not going to say that's as valuable as it would be to the other ones, but you got to kill that Malzahar.
Yeah, it only took 3 people to kill him, though. 3 ultimates were used in that gank.
Yep, definitely. Zyros would have been dead if he was just left alone, but luckily he had, well, I wouldn't say luckily, but School was there to support him, so.
Yeah, but even though it was just with the Amumu, I don't think they would have had enough. It was really the Fed Caitlyn's ace in the hole that really procced the damage.
Yep, definitely.
Oh my god, everyone's getting tossed around. Skarner, really, really low, but here comes Malzahar to the party.
And he says, give me that minion. Me and Freakshow have been talking about this a little bit, but we're starting to think that Katie's pulling out the rocket way too early in fights.
Yeah, she's trying to do it for like early AoE damage rather than trying to save it for massive late game damage. And
Oh, the
he
cat.
does use the ultimate to secure, and there goes the Charmander. Blue team now is actually on the push. I mean, purple team's on the push. As TF and Amumu are both trying to recall. But purple team need to make this move fast because they're about to have super minions in their face.
Yep, they are going against Super Minions, so this is kind of hard for the purple team to maintain minions to tank this tower. But they do have 5, and Jarman is a lot down right now.
They do have the Skarner on. He's hugging Blitzcrank right now. So if they do get a hook, here it comes. Ooh, beautiful Zanyas, but here comes the ultimate from Skarner, making sure. There goes Zyros. He's the main wave clear. Caitlyn barely stays alive, forces the heal, or else Space Ace was going to get her soul.
Oh,
Another hook onto Jace. Captain Phil's going to get melted.
Oh, the space
Ooh!
Oh, he cleansed the space days, and that ult from Amumu is taking everybody down.
Yep, that Quicksilver Sash was actually huge right there because he was in melee range of Caitlyn and there were no minions around, so that would have spread to her and that would have changed the whole fight. But instead, blue team gets the turnaround.
Quicksilver Sash, man.
That is the counter for this team.
Yep, definitely. I would not have thought, but you know what? He is leaning against Scar, so.
Skarner!
Ooh, blue is trying to sneak in a Baron, and they should because there's no presence around the Baron pit for purple team.
Zyros using his ultimate to get to the mid lane to get the super minion wave pushing up a little bit further, making it even more dangerous for purple team to try to engage this. Purple team has to know that their blue Baron is being taken, and that's going to be that. So now if blue team were to group up with their super minion wave, that would just be disastrous with the super minion wave and the Baron buff applied at one spot.
How do you feel about this the new Baron buff, by the way? Like,
I hate it.
it is ridiculous.
For one simple reason. For the longest time, if an enemy team was, say, doing Baron, the other team would respond by trying to take an inhibitor, and that was kind of a wash and buff.
Yeah.
I have seen teams just not even attack the super minion waves, but just walk alongside their wave with the Baron buff, and the Baron buff wave would out-tank the super minion wave.
It is ridiculous. I think, it definitely breaks the stalemate that Riot was trying to do in terms of like, oh, we can't break this team because they're turtling, what do we do? But, ooh, that cannon minion that's way out of range.
Yeah, it's a Tristana. A freaking turret can't attack it. So, I mean, that's free damage on the turret guaranteed right there.
Yeah,
and the fact that you have improved recall time to 4 seconds, meaning that, again, most of the time people do Baron and the other team respond with an inhibitor or tower push, you get more of an incentive to do Baron because you can recall and get back even faster.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm just like way too biased again. Deal if I breaking out of the bottom lane.
Yep, Caitlyn barely alive right now, but it's going to stay there. Xin trying to clean up and everything. Man, there are 2 Quicksilver Sashes on the blue team right now because it was necessary. Caitlyn Quicksilver Sash the Skarner ultimate earlier in that fight.
Excellent, that was great use. And she's alive now, so she's going to take this turret. They have empowered minions from the Baron buff. They are just going to keep pushing this all along while blue or mid wave is still pushing. Top is even pushing as well too. That's a huge minion wave.
I mean, you have 2 siege minions there. That's just how big that wave was able to build up.
Yeah, people are just gonna ignore that. They're gonna be losing all 3 in-hit turrets right now. Purple team is getting backed against the wall here. 2 super minions in the mid lane too. Blitzcrank trying to do his best to try and catch somebody out. Ooh. With no reaction for the blue team going to that top turret, and it's already half. I mean, we're not saying that it's going to be gone because it can regenerate, but like that was how long that turret or that wave has been building up minions, and this dragon going through the blue team uncontested.
Let's see what number buff this will be for the blue team. That's their first buff, actually.
Whoa!
And I believe the other team, if I understand correctly, well, they have two. There's two over on the purple team. So yeah, I mean, we're 35 minutes into the game. There's only been 3 dragons, so I mean, not much control there. Skarner trying to get in for the TP flank. Xin Zhao will regret that choice for the rest of his life, but they do take out the Jace with the Skarner ult. Jace did use the Quicksilver Sash, but it was too late at that point. Skarner still trying to go in there, be all that he can be, but at this point, buddy, honestly, that Phage is costing you so much right there. You could have put that gold into building a Frozen Heart, which would be so much better right now against this team.
Ooh, and you didn't see it, but Zyros and Amumu picked up on that Malzahar kill. With that CC lock, he went down pretty quickly.
Oh, Curse of the Sad Mummy trying to guarantee, there it is, any skill with the kill on the bug.
Skill with the kill. I think any skill wanted to bring out his diamond game tonight.
Well, Captain in Spirit. Soon you will only be Captain in Spirit after this game, from the looks of it.
No.
Man, Light X just getting... Oh, yeah, the E just got murdered right there. Malzahar trying to get what he can right there. But unfortunately, Caitlyn, with that Quicksilver Sash, is still immune from Malzahar's ultimate. So he needs to find a new target, because both Jace and Caitlyn are not going to count.
It looks like this might be ending over here for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlyn...
It almost looked like a 2-shot on Jinx, and then Blitzcrank with that treaty. So strong, walks away.
Alright, so at 37 minutes, this is going to be game. Blue team evening up the series. It's going to be 1-for-1.
Oh.
Actually, no. Purple team surrendered last game. What am I talking about? Blue team going for the potential sweep.
Blue team, that blue team advantage.